Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Alright guys, we'll go ahead and get started with the stream. Maybe a few people will pop in on the party chat I set up. If you want to join the chat, I have a community set up. It's called Swords YouTube Stream. And I've set up a party chat in it. Okay guys, on my last stream, I actually done some hunting for crashed ships and actually found this nice looking fighter, which is a max slot A-class fighter. I haven't had a chance to upgrade it very much. Ain't even bought a warp cell to put in it yet. But it was a pretty decent find, especially for a crashed ship. I actually went through and used a portal glitch and it's in my last stream if y'all want to look it up and watch, where you dial the portal and go through the portal and then open your this actual inventory menu. You can fix all these slots for I think 1,000 a piece, and then you can actually fix your tech slots as well. What's up, funny imps? Good to have you, buddy. Let's see, and I have not done anything. I gotta go find my construction overseer. Yep, I just more or less claimed the base and called it a day. And if y'all missed out on the last stream, I actually got a black screen on normal mode, which kind of hurt my pride a little bit, but seeing as I was flying around in my Rasta Mama when I got attacked by pirates and got a little cocky and thought I could take them out, I found out I was wrong, especially when you don't have no iron to recharge your shields. Let's see, funny it says, putting the final touches on the first CH farm. Thought I could start the next one, but I think I'll be off in a minute. Apparently my wife has not realized what time it was, because I told her at 9 I was going to be streaming, to not be yelling at anything. Funny, I had to replay that one. Yeah, man, it was sad. I started out fighting, and then I said, "Nah, I'm getting ready to get killed. Let me run." And then I started running, and I thought, well, I might be able to take them out. So I turned around and went back after them, and I didn't make it very long after that. Nice, they're giving nanites on the first try. Let's observe quietly, see how that works. More nanites. I need nanites. Let's see. Let's show. Ain't done deflector before. Me. Alright. What do I need and what can I afford? I'm about to come out and get that deflector enhancement. If I don't, I think I already got it. So it was blacked out. Check my inventory, see what I can sell. Let's go ahead and get rid of that fascination bead. I got 2 of them. Let's transfer that to ship. No, I haven't checked actually. Funny, I'm on my beginning, or when I start a new account, I know I'm going to eventually move into the hub, so I don't really put down many routes, especially like with my base missions. I mean, I rarely even begin a farm outside of just building up the agricultural for the agricultural missions. Because like I said, I'm not going to be in this region very long, especially on this speed run. I'm probably going to end up, as soon as I get all my glyphs, using my second or primary account. And if I tell you what I can do, I've actually found the portal and used it and got it activated. And I'll go pull you the portal glyphs real quick. But yeah, as soon as I get all 16 glyphs, I'm going to take my main account and go locate a decent, not too horrible planet to start off on near my farm string, or my farming region over at the consortium hub, and move my new account over there and just grind like a son of a gun. I didn't. What? How'd that not save? I used it last stream. Let's see, I'll put down the signal booster if I ain't got the stuff to charge it, because I'm gonna use it either way. Let me see if I got the... Let's see if I... Oh yeah, I got enough stuff to start. I got enough stuff to charge this. No, I thought I had it activated on the last stream. I guess the server, with all the issues we've been having with the server in the last couple weeks, that may have been why it ain't showing activated, because I used it last stream because I had repaired all my stuff on my ship, or all my slots in my ship. Alright, funny, I'm gonna leave it up for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool, cool. Yeah, 'cause I found the portal, and then located my habitable base, so I could grab a base close by. And it's actually only 5 minutes, I think, 5 or 6 minutes walk from the portal. So I made out pretty good on this one. But like I said, I'm not gonna build. This ain't gonna be nothing but more or less to get the base missions done. Just to get some of the stuff I need. Whoa! Watch the graphics, don't fall through. Alright, let's see what he wants first. Alright, take this glass and let it starlight flooding into our jolly home. Accept the glass. Cool, now I got glass. Or the blueprint for glass. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there is time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. Okay? If you gather platinum, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal suitable for Korvax Envy. And you know what sucks? I just used all my platinum to activate the portal. The Korvax has suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. I found my way to the stars and met these people, these Korvax, Gek, and Viking, all with their own stories. But though their empires have fallen, and their structures have crumbled into the earth, this base remains immaculate, free of dust and decay, as if it was made for me. The Overseer asked me to gather platinum in preparation for the recruitment of a Korvax scientist. Accept. Then watch platinum be the one thing this planet don't have on it. Aha, there we go. How much do I need? 45? Oof. And one thing I will tell you, it is definitely hard to start a new account with Jetpack Sigma. Especially if you come off about a 700 hours of gameplay with Jetpack Theta. Alright, there's another one. And nobody caught that last stream. I had a little trick on here. Use your scanner and the zoom on your scanner, kind of like a scope for your phase beam or for your mining beam. It jumps at first, but once you do that, or once the initial recoil of the starting it off, you get pretty accurate with it. Let's see. Oh man. What do I got? I have 41. How much did I need? 45, I need more. Guess I might have to find it the permadeath way. Because this scanner is awful. Oh man, there's a good cluster of it. Let's grab some more plutes. Sorry guys, bad habit of zipping through the text. We have littered the universe in our greed. Traveler, this planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use the fashion plans for a storage container. Okay, cool. Alright. That is construction, extra science. Alright, I need to find me a Corvax. What do I got? Let's go ahead and clear this waypoint. Yeah, I gotta start remembering to park on the front of the building. And that's why I grabbed all them plutonium. So what do you think about my fighter, Funny? Yeah, it worked out pretty good. Probably something I can use for a little while until I start building up some money to go find a really good hauler. The place the overseers led me to has long since fallen into disrepair. Its panels are buried beneath the same oily, pulsating fauna that I have seen before in long abandoned buildings. The air is fetid and damp. I power up the terminal with a little hope of success, but to my surprise, it buzzes noisily and springs to life. Analyze schematics. My overseer intuition has served me well so far. I shall have to trust that these schematics contain the required data. Alright, we got that. Now let's look for the nanite, or the damaged machinery. See if I got enough resources to get me some nanites out of it. Ain't got one in here? What? Just total BS. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I plan on keeping it for a while. To be honest, cause I haven't really owned or flew around in an exotic very much. And in the early stages, if I do run across a really sharp looking exotic ship, I might trade it for it. Cause right now, no more than I'm doing is just running through missions and getting set up, trying to find glyphs. I'm not really using it for farming or storage or needing the capacity. What I'll probably do is trade for a pretty sharp looking exotic if I run across one. That's just an if. I will more than likely hang on to learn to fly. More than likely we'll hold on to the fighter for a while. Probably until I move to the hub. Once I move to a hub and start farming a lot, I'm going to be using a hauler just for the capacity and capability of farming and holding all the material. Storage container. Now I need to go hire a scientist so I can get the voltaic cell blueprint. Sad I know that, but alright, let's go find a station. Really? Oh. Okay, so it's hire a scientist. I might get lucky and find one in this station. Usually gives you first one in the station. But more than likely I might have to build a warp cell and warp over to warp into a Korvax system. But either way, I still need to go by and buy some resources to do it. Always that crash exotic rider found. It's in the hub. Yeah, but it don't have a portal code or a booster code. It just got a system name. I've looked for that sucker with my main account like 3 times and have not had any luck finding the system. Because the stats, because that's the type of exotic that I'm looking for, and the stats on that thing is wicked. Guess I'm taking the stairs this time. Jetpack Sigma. Oh, that's cute. Every time I see one of them little stubby little Ross Mama that's like super compact, I think I nibble it. Yo, yo, it's the Hidden Panda Show. Dude, funny Ips, if you find that video, send me the link, or if you see the portal code, take a screenshot of it and send it to me. Let's see. Oh, you son of a gun. You know what? I need Thamium. Dang it. I meant to ask y'all guys, how's the audio coming through on this? Good deal, good deal. Hey, Panda. Droid don't. Yeah, this is Swords Jack Leg stream off a Wi-Fi hotspot. That's about 7 minutes away, so we're gonna take the shortcut. Still getting used to this fighter. Good luck with that, brother. I don't envy you. I hate working on anything that has to do with plumbing. Give them units. A class 47 slot. B class. Alright, let's buy some Thamium. Yeah, I live out here in the country, so we're not on city water. I actually got a well, and we had it was last summer. My uh, submersible pump went out, and I ended up at me and my father-in-law and my wife and kids all had to pull like 250 foot of line with a 20-pound submersible pump hooked to the end of the line up out of that well shaft. Got it all rewired, got the new pump put on, all of it buttoned back up, wired up, taped up, dropped it back down in the well, flipped the switch, it didn't work. We pulled the line all the way back out to find that I had a worn spot on the wire. It had to replace like 10 foot of line or 10 foot of wire where it had rubbed against the side of the well shaft. And yeah, that was fun. That's gonna be a 47 slot A class. Anytime you see an A class hauler that's under 112, usually you guess about every 10 million is the last couple slots. Alright, let's craft those warp cells. Alright, 2 warp cells. Go to the ship. At least I get to check out the Korvax system for some Now let's try my little trick. Now you seen the first get give me units for the 200 plutonium barter. So what we're gonna do is go to Dalek help. We're gonna skip. We're gonna ask for directions. We're gonna ask again. Wrong one. Yeah. Grabbed the wrong geek that time. Alright, let's try him again. Alright, then we're gonna leave. Go talk to him again. 200 plutonium. Okay. Now let's see if he gives me nanites on the second run. See what I mean, guys? This is something I have. Oh, new multi-tool blueprint. What'd I get? Recoil stabilizer. Bowcaster. Alright. What I've been talking about here with the trade stations, like the barter, like right now it's going to offer 200 plutonium. Skip that. Go to the next menu. It's going to bring up the ask for directions. Skip that one. And then go back to 200 plutonium barter. And that should give you nanites. See what I mean? Uh-oh. Crap. Okay, now we need to go hit some of these NPCs real quick. And buy some plutonium to finish out those last 4, or last 3, GEC. Nice thing about it is I'll show you a little trick after I get this first one purchased. You buy your first set to get that one have 433. You buy that first 433, then on this one you go in and hit sell first. Toggle through all the pages, switch back over to buy, and boom, 492. And it's already maxed out, and you ain't got to sit there and try to toggle through all those units of plutonium every time you buy plutonium. Alright, and we go to sell, toggle through, back, switch back to plutonium, 509. I'm gonna be out of space. Let's see, let's transfer it to Starship. So I didn't even have 200 for that last barter. And after 3 NPCs, I got a little over 1100. I don't know what that was, didn't really care. Ah! Son of a gun. Guess you gotta have many exosuit to do it. Alright, that's enough plutonium to finish out these last few NPCs on the barter. Like I said, man, the barter is the fastest way to make nanites. Guys will send you to the bait or the what do you call it, the station missions or the guild missions. But I mean, I just made 90 off of that one NPC. Plus that, when you're doing this, you're actually learning words, which helps you with lore. Boom. What we got? Another 74 nanites. I think I had so I just transferred everything out of my exosuit over to my high capacity before we started. That's 271 nanites from barter. Just this one trade station. Alright, let's do, while I'm here and thinking about it, let's grab these 2 green boxes. Sell what's in it. Make a little few units back from all that plutonium I just bought. Convergence cubes. I tell you what I will do. That makes 2 convergence cubes from this trade station. That's 3. I'm fixing to go to a Korvax system to find my science terminal Korvax. So I'm gonna keep, yep, fascination bead, nice. All that stuff that I just collected is stuff you can give them to gain rep. So instead of selling it, I'm gonna take it with me to this Korvax system, and when I check the barter for them guys, I'm gonna use it to build my rep. Ooh man, good gracious. So what we got here? That's 4 convergence cubes and a fascination bead. That right there will get me halfway on my rep with the Korvax. So I hope it's got some good tech in this Korvax system I'm going to, because it's going to be pretty sweet. Get my rep up and buying and having nanites at the same time. Okay. Yeah, and I did find an economy scanner on that last one, so we're going to go to a Korvax. There we go, high supply. With 5 planets. Alright, yep, 5. Now, I knew it, but I kind of didn't know it. when Zane's World done that trade route video, how the systems stacked up to be high economies. Actually, advanced, I didn't think was high economy, and prosperous, I didn't think was high economy. Oh, nice. Now, should I? Nah, I'm gonna skip this one. What? That's something gonna take a shot at me? Okay. Oh no, I was gonna say if he took a shot at me, I was gonna have to. We're just gonna have to end this, especially with a sword and a fighter. If I'd have been an unupgraded holler, yeah, you could have talked me out of it. But being in a fighter, I'd have to get a piece of that. Which I was just telling Hidden, or Panda, I was telling Funny when I first, or my last stream, I actually black screened in normal mode. Got a little too cocky, thought I could take out some pirates. Okay, it's jetpack towel. And I'm not gonna. Oh, Fauna Theta. That's not bad. I think what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna go ahead and try to get my rep up and see if I can get that jetpack towel before I leave the system. Let's see what Mr. Viking has for me. Yeah, I like the Infer knife. Crap. Now with this guy, Lord, the answer for this one's give carbon, because if you give units, they can track units, and he gets mad at you. So we're gonna try this one. Go ahead and give him the Korvax Convergence Cube. He'll probably want Fascination Bead on this one. Ah, there we go. And that skipped the first barter. Now we're going to go down here and give him another Korvax Cube. Then the next one should be 1,000 units. There it goes. Now let's see if this thing pulls some nanites from him. Nice, nanite clusters. Sweet. I'm gonna give him some Iridium, get me a word. Alright, now. Nope, he wants Fascination Bead in that one. Give him another Korvax Cube right here. Now he'll want a Fascination Bead on the next one, so we'll go to this one. Oh, that's my science. Cool. Done. Let's see what he's got for me. I don't know which one this one is. Gas seems to be lacking all energy. They're consumed by the most terrible lethargy, rarely able to drag themselves to examine their personal timepiece. Okay, let's slap them. The Gek is startled. I have taken them by such surprise they do not know how to react. I leave before they come around. Okay, I'm gonna keep talking to him. See? Let's go for dialect help. Now it's tricky when you run into Gek in the space station, because sometimes doing the barter up here will throw off the barter at the trade station. And it throws that cycle off. You are screwed for like a week. See what it give me. Nano cluster, sweet. Alright, so let's see what I got now. So right there is 250 plus 5 in my high capacity. So that's 798, almost 800 nanites. Now let's see if I got the rep to get that jetpack. Son of a gun. What do I need? Yeah, we're gonna skip this one. Let me get all the Korvax in here. I don't think I got him yet. Let's see. They're clearly seeking my opinion on the intellect of my own species. I am shown a vacant-looking slug, more advanced beak trader, and a member of their own electronic race. I ain't never had this one. My son's saying the electronic life form. That refused to believe me. And my rep has decreased. Thanks, son. Alright, let's try dialect help. Give him the convergence cube. Sweet, that'll bug my rep back up a little bit. Sleeve and... But if you ever run across the NPC trader, switch to platinum. Son of a gun. Yeah, let's run. Oh, get back to what I was saying. If you ever run across the NPC that's selling Gek relics, fascination beads, convergence cubes, let's see what we got here. That may have been what I was needing for that jetpack towel. But if you ever run across one that's selling those items, buy like 15 or 20 of them, and then go to a trade station and give them away, and bump your rep up really high. Nope, I need the next one. In case you're wondering, I haven't warped 5 times yet, so it hasn't activated or initiated the trade station terminus. Okay, that's the beginning of the Artemis mission, I think. Brother, I'm gonna tell you, once I get this trade route up and running on my consortium hub save, because I got my main save and then my second save that I've been seeding bases with. It's Operations Center. Okay, on my second save, I'm gonna leave in the consortium hub, and I'm setting it up with it. It's gonna take a lot of legwork to dial all them portal codes, or to use the Pathfinder to get the portal codes and dial all those systems. And it's probably going to take a good portion of the afternoon to do that, and you'll probably have to take breaks in between. But if you once I get the 30 systems set up, and you go behind me on those 30 systems, and because what I'm doing is, I'm dropping a signal booster, a beacon, and a comm ball. The signal booster to get the coordinates for the Pathfinder, the beacon for me, and the comm ball, so that way when you enter the system, you look for the planet that I named Trade Station, whichever number system it is. Fly down to that trade station, alright, scan for the comm ball, because as soon as you enter the system, the comm ball will pop up. Fly to it, go set up a beacon of your own at that station, and there you go. You've went through each system with a portal and got it in your discoveries menu. So each one of them is named Swords Trade Route, stop whatever. And you'll have, if you don't go anywhere else before you get that list complete, it will show up in your discoveries menu in order. So what you do is every day you start with stop number 1, set a waypoint, warp to it, then look in your discoveries menu, stop number 2, set a custom waypoint, warp to it, and run through all 30 of them. Dude, I made like, I think it was 85 or 90 million dollars in 12 stops. So imagine doing that in 30. You make almost 200, you make a little bit better than 200 million in 30 stops. That once you get it down and have the trade route set, you're looking at 2 minutes a system. So you're talking about an hour's worth of work, or an hour's worth of warping and running through, or maybe an hour and a half, give or take, for 200 million units. Well, like I said, you do that every night for a week, and boom, you got your billion. Alright, request aid. Lubricant and acids. Liquid close to Korvax horse. Okay. Okay, got my... Now... So I need to get cave marrow. Yeah, man, I mean, like I said, I got one more circuit. Actually, I got, well, no, I did the list, that second from last circuit board form. I actually got 4 circuit board forms in the hub now. What's up, Siege Ninja? Whoa, welcome to the stream, buddy. But I've actually got 4 circuit board forms set up in the hub now. Between the 4 circuit boards and the 2 liquid explosive farms, that's, let's see, that's 80, 110, $130 million. And you're looking at maybe an hour and a half worth of warping and farming, dude. And then that's not counting the 2 living glass farms, which you won't quite make 20 million on the living glass, because it's 700,000 per unit if you get a decent price. Yeah, I'm probably going to do a stream on Friday. This was just an impromptu. I wanted to try to get some base missions done. I actually had stumbled upon a live stream this morning. This guy, his friend had talked him into playing No Man's Sky, and he streamed it. His first run through, never played it before. just had his friend that had told him he needed to get it and try it. So that was his first time playing through, and he was streaming, so I jumped into chat and kind of gave him a few tips and hints and helped him out a little bit, where to find stuff, how to do things, because Lord, as much trouble as I'm having with getting this stream going and getting established on this new save, I can imagine what it would be like for somebody that's never played No Man's Sky at all. Yeah, I am. I got a party chat set up now, but I think the community's set up with my main save, so I don't know how it's reading. I don't know if anybody's tried to get in on it yet, but I actually opened a party chat, or got it open now. It's in my, I just started this community yesterday. It's a Swords YouTube stream, and everything but the apostrophe S and Swords is caps. So if you want to check it out and join the community and jump in on the party chat, man, anybody's welcome to join the stream. I mean, like I said, I'm not streaming anything other than just trying to help tips and tricks. So where is it? Oh, the community's on PSN. Sorry. Yeah, and I was telling the guys over at the Consortium Hub, I'm actually jacklegging this stream off my Wi-Fi hotspot on my phone. I actually got my internet service provider just come out and put a node on my property today. That's been a long time coming too. I think we sent them a check like, oh man, almost 2 months ago it cost me like 420 or 460 bucks. I can't remember. That's for them to extend a fiber line down my property about 1,800 foot to close enough to my house so they can put that node up and I can pick up off their routers. What am I doing? I got enough Murrow bulb to make 2 or 3 of them, don't I? No. Okay, I got back to see him forget the blueprint. That's cool, Siege. I mean, like I said, yeah, honestly, I like, if you ever watch any of Panda's, Hidden and Panda's stream, when they get streaming together, they'll actually get a party chat going, and one of them will be talking to the chat and answering questions or reading out the chat, and the other one will be playing. Because I know when I get to doing stuff, I start stammering, especially if I'm concentrating on something. And like I said, I think having somebody else in the chat will kind of help me keep on point or keep focused. Alright, Vortex sale. Go to the transmission tower. Oh, take his core out. Nice. Alright, let's go ahead and craft that Vortex cell. What? Oh, he took my... my PS4 username is Sword AH. Or no, Sword 1701. I actually got three PSN accounts. It's Sword 1701, Sword 1701D, and Sword AH. And the Sword AH is actually this account that I'm running this third stream, or this third save on. But yeah, like I said, as far as like streaming this was more or less just I mean, I've learned so much from watching Zane's World and Game Mode and stuff like that. And I know a lot of the guys don't have time to watch a lot of, several hours of YouTube and stuff to get some of these tips and tricks. So I thought best way to do it is like do a speed run to see how fast I can run this account up to $1 billion or 1 billion units. So this is going to be let's see, reassure mining beam. When the GEC asks you and it gives you reassure mining beam or boltcaster, they're more of a trader, so they're more into mining and doing the resources and stuff. The boltcasters is more like the Viking mentality. Now let's see if I can get him to barter. Yep. Appreciate it, buddy. I appreciate it. All right, like I said, I never take the first barter. I always pass it up and skip the ask for directions and bring up the second barter. And I've been doing this for months, and well, probably a month and a half now. And every time I do the second barter, I get nanites. But like I said, it's very odd, because sometimes something will happen. Let's see here, Judge. Something will happen that'll throw the cycle or whatnot off, and it'll be off for weeks. You'll trade and you'll get GECNIP or something stupid for for every barter, and you'll get frustrated with it, and almost to the point where you just quit bartering with the NPCs because you're tired of loading up on GECNIP or GEC charms or whatever. But they'll get back to a point where you'll do a barter and boom, you'll start getting nanites again. On my main save, I ended up I actually got a storage container that is just, I got 5,000 nanites in it, just slap full of nanites. The reason being is I've actually purchased I think every available tech. I mean, even stuff I'll never use on my main save. I've purchased tech just to clear it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Zane is he's a good stand-up guy, man. He actually has done so much in part of the way is the tutorials that that's my way of thanking him is get in a stream and start cheerleading for likes and subscribers, man. And posting a stream on social media when he streams it, because I mean the dude, like I said, he's really put a lot of work into his tutorials, and especially like just watching his streams. It's funny. He's a good guy. Reinsert core. Let's see, accept. No, we broke 50 Sunday, dude. I think it. Oh Lord. Yeah, go back and check his stream. I think it was above 50 before like an hour before he stopped streaming. Cause I was kind of hoping to run on up to 65 or so. We hit 50. Yeah, we hit 50 about 2 hours into it, 2 or 3 hours into it. Yeah, cause when we hit 50, and I told him he had to sing what was Awesome Town. So he started singing that Awesome Town theme, and we got like 10 more likes like 10 minutes later. And I said, okay, now you got to sing what was the one he sung on his freighter? Uh, Crap. Oh, Easy Street. Yeah. And then, if I'm not mistaken, he got one stuck in his head. He's like, "Dang it, I got that song stuck in my head." And me and Funniest was picking on him, said, "Yeah, now you know what it feels like." All right, Siege Ninja, man, I appreciate you stopping by the stream, dude. Yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow on his Fallout Fallout Mass Effect. There you go, Mass Effect stream. I'll definitely pop in and do drop a like and let myself pop a message up in the chat. I may not be able to stick around and watch the stream, but download data. Dang, I just overshoot my base. I did. Stop, look, see what time it was, and shot right past it. Good night. Alright, good, I got my beacon. That'll come in handy. Let's see. Let's go find some more Maribulb. Get that Voltaic cell built. Grab some iron, get this. Get the beacon built. Now, when I go into farm seeding mode in my main account, what I generally do is I'll find a planet that has a really decent cave system, and what I'll do is just spend like a couple hours in a cave just harvesting the marrow bulb, or marrow bulb. Sorry, the redneck coming out in me. But I'll harvest a bunch of the marrow bulb, and end up making like 25 or 30 voltaic cells in one run, or before I come out of there. Let's see, like 2 of them there. Let's see, how much iron do I got? I got it for 2 carrot sheets. And I always like to do the decayed. Make it look like it's been out here in the weather for a while. Oh, and let's see, a Thomas mining unit. I don't ever use that. Okay, what else you got for me? Alright, what am I supposed to be doing? Oh, and just for a little information for y'all guys, what are they? These right here, the save point module. I've seen a few people put these down in their streams or in their builds. This thing is absolutely horrid when it comes to your base complexity points. This one save module takes up 20 points of your base complexity. It is 1% of the build complexity just for one of these things. This signal booster, or this signal beacon, only takes up 5. And you can save your game from the signal beacon. So it does the same job as the save point, and it marks your base from space. And if you put it inside your base circular boundaries, like this line right here, as long as it's inside that line right there, other players will be able to see that beacon. But it only costs 5 complexity points, which is 0.25% of your base complexity limit. What you saying holy shit about, Panda? I haven't about the save point complexity limit, or are you wondering why I'm still going rambling on after an hour and a half? Alright, scan creatures. Oh yeah, man, it sucks. I used to put them things in my bases. I watched a Zane's World video where he done it. Actually, it was the farming masterclass. I can't remember if it was the first or second episode, but it broke down most like the common stuff that you would use in one of my farms, and it give the complexity points to all items. Cats or Zane 1 actually has a website with a spreadsheet that has every item in the game. I mean, even down to the decals. Complexity points figured up and put on a chart. Yeah, I've already got that one scanned. I'm going to have to go to another planet for this one. But see, that's like when planning a farm like I got, you take every single point of complexity into consideration to figure out what the maximum amount of units you can produce from the farm, or what maximum amount of product you can produce per farm. That's why my fungal mold, or not my fungal mold, my living liquid explosive farm makes 22 pieces instead of 19 like my living glass and my uh, circuit board farm. Sorry guys, it's late. I got up early this morning. But that's why it makes produces more, because I can actually plant all the fungal mold, which is a higher proportion of the product formula outside. Like with the living glass and the circuit board, eight of the plants had to either be planted outside on a lush planet for the star bulb, or a gamma planet for the gamma root, which is, the largest amount of crop that to craft a single item is what you want to try to go for in the yeah, I'm gonna have to go to a different planet. I've done scanned too much on this planet to find it. Let me shoot over to the planet underneath the uh-oh. What do I got? What do I got? I seen a red. Where's that little son of a gun at? There he is. Can he get me? Oh crap, he can't get me. Son of a gun. And I just fell in this dang cave. Where in the hell's he at? Shoot, 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 shoot. That little bastard climbed up in that damn hole and got me. Did you see that shit, Panda? And I ain't got enough jetpack to get out of this bastard. Son of a gun. I'm on black screen in a freaking cave. Oh my god. Frickin' space crabs. Damn! Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Crap. Alright, let's see. Exosuit. There he is. Little son of a bitch. Where you at? Where you at, mother? Oh yeah. I got a mining beam. Screw you, buddy. Might not be able to see your butt, but you gonna get it anyway. And I overheated. Son of a gun. You hear that little bastard yelling at me? Or laughing at me? Where you at? Oh yeah. You done started something, bastard. It's going down. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, fool? Die! Good God. Where'd he go? I hear him. Oh, you thought it was funny, did you? Damn. I'll come back and see you after I go to Hallelujah. Little son of a bitch. At least I got one creature scanned. Oh yeah, I forgot to give my little disclaimer. I get way more redneck when I get pissed off and start cussing. Oh God, there's more? Yeah, let me get my butt on. Oh shoot. Holy cow, holy cow, holy cow. That's a big one. That's a big one. Where'd that damn little lizard thing go? And this is why I don't like caves. Now, I'm stuck in a cave, lost without no grenades. There we go. There's the exit. Oh, yeah, goodness. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I believe I might end my career of streaming if I black screen twice on freaking normal. Got like 40 hours on a permadeath save. And then I think I made it, what, maybe 10 hours on normal black screen during a stream. Oh crap, I'm supposed to be scanning. Eh. Alright, let's go to a different planet. Get some scans in. There I was coming back to base. And I packed it up and went home. Yeah, man. Well, what it is the server's screwed up. Like you can check it and it'll show that the online services are active, but when you portal to a planet or warp to a system to land on the planet, if you look, the online services are off. That's why I got so pissed off yesterday and quit playing yesterday afternoon. I was hot after I got about 12 stops deep into my trade route and realized nothing was saving to the server. I mean, I got it on my saves. So all the systems are saved and named on mine, and as soon as the server comes back online and I run through and play long enough for it to cycle through, they'll hit in order, but right now it's not doing nothing. Oh yeah, man, I got, oh son of a, I landed on another freaking crab, but it is timid. Okay. Dude, I think I found the system of the crabs, man. Just that little crab noise they make just scares the crap out of me. Alright, I got enough. Good deal. Or the server messing up means that shit is about to go down soon. Yeah, man. Honestly, after last week not uploading shit for, good God, look at that big son of a gun. 6 and 9. I ain't got 3 more to scan. Frenzy birds. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, with the server not uploading crap for 6 days, and then them getting it back online, when they got it back up Sunday, I kind of said, okay, maybe they're not going to drop next anytime soon. It just had server issues. But with the crap going back down Sunday afternoon, yeah, I'm completely convinced we're getting an update soon, dude. Because honestly, think about it. No Man's Sky wouldn't let that server be screwed up, especially a month going into the Xbox release, unless they were doing something to the server that had to be done to get this new next update to sync up with the data in the server already. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this 100% scanned. It's like right there, when like before you would warp into a system, it would say online services active. Then as soon as you got to the system, it would be offline. And like I play a lot, let me go get my shit before I die. Hit another freaking, or scan that one. Yep. Well, like I play a lot, or was playing a lot offline before I got this new iPhone where I could run the hotspot. And when I was just popping it, when I first got it, I was using it really, really sparingly, like for like an hour or two while I set a base up to upload it to the server. And then the rest of the time when I was collecting or harvesting items needed to build the next base, I'd do all that offline. Well, anytime I got ready to go online, all I had to do was open that discoveries page and hit the triangle button, and it would reconnect to online services. But yesterday, when you hit, it didn't even give you the option to hit the triangle button. I am, and I'm not. Honestly, the way the server's set up now, and the way the game's set up now, I'm having a blast. I mean, I love what I'm doing. It really kind of plays into my OCD, where I can make these bases and just stamp them out like crazy fast. I mean, if I really apply myself, especially once I get Wi-Fi where I'm online all the time, man, I might crank out a base a night. I mean, it's really, I mean, I've got the logistics on it down so much now that, you know, I can spend a day harvesting, getting set up for the next one, and a day setting one up, and set up 3 or 4 bases a week. Because, you know, like Saturday, if I play all day, Lord, I can set up 2 or 3 bases on Saturday. But I mean, like with the update, it's going to change stuff. And I'm, you know, as far as like the farms I've set up, I could really care less. I mean, as far as if anything gets wiped, because I'm on my main account and my second account, you know, I'm pretty much prepared just to drop as much as I can. Let's see. But yeah, I'm set up to where, you know, I can start seeding farms as soon as the update drops. If we get a wipe, I think it will enhance what you already love doing. Yeah, man, I don't get me wrong. My biggest hope for this update is that Sony gets off their butt and says, hey, you know what, you know, if No Man's Sky goes cross-platform with Microsoft and PC, and it's Wii games and Steam, you know, if all that is cross-platform, because you got to think, dude, right now, PC runs its own, it's pretty much got its own portion of the server for their saves, which the com balls and stuff, I think, I ain't sure if the com balls show on the normal, but if they're completely separate for saves. So PC's got its own server, or its own area of the server, or portion of the server for their saves, and PS4's got its own portion of the server for their saves. Think about it. They're really going to add the 10-cent Wii games is more or less the Chinese Steam or the Chinese PC. Another portion of a server for it, and another portion of the server for Xbox. Honestly, I think with the people that they've called in or brought into to the Hello Games, because I know Cobra's been going on a lot about that Sam Swain with his procedural cities. But honestly, I think that guy just has a portion of an algorithm that can optimize what we got now to blend the information already on the server with this new update. Because just think about it, dude. What would happen if we 10 Cent and Steam and Xbox had cross-platform? I mean, honestly, I don't have an Xbox. Ain't really looked at buying an Xbox. But if PC and 10 Cent Wii and Xbox shared the same platform and played on the same server with the same saves where they can do the co-op, how long do you think PlayStation's going to be? How long do you think before these guys start buying Xboxes and getting the No Man's Sky for Xbox, just so they can play with, you know, the larger majority of the saves? Because I know people like Alex Check, that's part of the Mino Hub, that plays on PC. Well, there's not a big PC representation in the Amino Hub. I mean, there's a few guys that play on PC that do the PC saves, but, you know, as far as like all our events and races and stuff that we do, like the base builds and stuff like that, most the lion's share of it's on PS4. So if there was opportunity for the majority of the players playing on one platform, or playing on one server where everything's cross-platform, what do you think's going to happen to PlayStation? They're going to start losing people playing different games and buying different games to switch over to an Xbox system so they can play cross-platform with all the PC players. So that's my argument against the argument that PlayStation will never go cross-platform. Plus that, you got to think too, like you were saying with them selling the VRs at a discounted rate. You know, the PlayStation VR has been going on sale here and there with no real competition. Good night, buddy. But it's going on sale with no real competition. I honestly think if we do get VR with the No Man's Sky, I believe there's third-party VR that's compatible with the Xbox. Because I kind of look at the Xbox and the PlayStation kind of like a Apple and Droid. You know, where Apple's got its own exclusive stuff and its own exclusive apps, and everything's got to be Apple to play on Apple. And if you wanted to do anything outside of the Apple apps, you have to jailbreak your iPhone to do it. As with the Droid, that's got 100 different platforms that run that Android software, and they have thousands and thousands times more applications that are compatible with it, because they have opened up their software to be used in that capacity. Look how big Droid is. I mean, as far as like quality, I know you're going to argue with me on between the Apple and the Droid, but as far as the quality that you get with an iPhone, you're getting top-notch quality that's worth the money you're spending on it. Where you might be paying for substandard on the Droid, but the Droid has more features and options that makes it more worthwhile to play. And that's what I think we're going to run into with the Xbox and the PS4 is, PS4, if it stays, everything's got to be through PS4, and they don't want to share their platform with nobody else, or don't want to make cross-platform. When Xbox decides to open up their platform to where it will cross over for the PC players, then the PlayStation's going to be left in the dust. And they'll have to hang on their quality, which isn't that great, because the Xbox One X is supposed to have better frame rates and better speeds than the PS4, the PS4 Pro. What's going on, Skylar Meyer? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I'm not as big into tech as pretty much anybody, but that's how I look at it. I mean, you got PlayStation that's going to try to hold the ground as long as they can, but if it's going to cost them loyal PlayStation customers to leave because games are going cross-platform or PC. Especially something as big as No Man's Sky. I mean, everybody knocks it and picks on it, and the haters come out in the chats and troll streams and stuff. But, truth be known, there's a lot of people that play No Man's Sky. It's a pretty big deal. It sold a lot of copies. Let's see. What am I doing for the science? I'm gathering 3 shielding shards. Purchase or craft shielding shard. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. I did not know that. Yeah, but Xbox did the same thing to PlayStation when they were Xbox 360. Okay. Alright, let's go find a trade station. I just hit my dang scanner. Well, I mean, and Skylar, you got a point, and honestly, if you have the monopoly on a market, you know, to where you don't have to go cross-platform like that. And I agree. When PlayStation was when No Man's Sky was a PlayStation exclusive, and it was the only console that you could play No Man's Sky on, they had no reason to go cross-platform with the PC. You know, let's see. Welcome back, Season Ninja. What multiplayer games do you have on PS4? Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I got this PS4. It was it was mine and my son's Christmas present from my wife. You know, it was mostly for him, but she knew I liked playing it, and it was kind of mine too because it was a high-end purchase for us. Or you know, anything we spend that kind of money on is you know, we try to limit. But I started buying a few games here and there, and No Man's Sky was probably one of the first games I bought for this, and I've been hooked. Hang on a second, guys. Do what? I'll be in there in a minute. But yeah, I mean, when I got No Man's Sky, I tried it, you know, and when I started playing it, dude, I've been hooked on it. I've honestly, I haven't played any more games for the PlayStation 4. I bought Minecraft for it, and we played Minecraft for a few weeks before I got No Man's Sky, but I've been stuck on this for 5 months. Alright, let me go back. I missed some chat here. But yeah, to get back what Skylar was saying, you know, when you got the monopoly on a market or an exclusive on a game, you know, it doesn't make no sense to cross-platform. But like I said, with this coming out on 3 other platforms besides PlayStation 4, you know, like I said, I would buy Xbox One X just to play this with the majority of the players. Are you talking to me, Siege Ninja, or are you talking to Panda or Skylar? Oh, no. Like I said, I mean, No Man's Sky is like it for me. I haven't, I mean, really, dude, I have really not got into any online playing or gaming at all. I mean, most of the gaming I've done as far as like multiplayer or social was mobile apps. Yeah, if you had a chance, go watch Panda's stream from last night. Him and Higgin got on pretty good on Battlefront. I think Panda was getting a little frustrated because every time he'd spawn under a turret and get shot like as soon as he got started. Yeah, I think Panda and Hidden's on PS4. Fortnite and Destiny 2. Yeah. I mean, Panda can vouch for me. I I got quite a bit going on in No Man's Sky. I really don't have time to play any other games. This stream I'm doing tonight, this is actually my third PSN account save. Well, let me ask you this, Skylar. With the 1.3 update with this Atlas Rising and all the hubs that have generated and the increases on the multiplayer, do you think it was worth the hype? And for some of y'all guys just tuning in on the stream, maybe, but the time it took wasn't worth it. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I can't really speak to that because I just got this game used in January and started playing, and I started playing after the 1.3 update or the 1.38 update. I mean, don't get me wrong. My thing is, there's been a lot of people coming out here since the announcement of the Xbox release, coming back with all that drama about Sean Murray lied and this, that, and the other, trying to start some, just getting in people's chats that actually love the game and stream it and trying to promote it. And I'm a kid that grew up, late 80s, early 90s. I'm used to gaming being Super Mario Brothers. And when you start out, playing, catching the tail end of Atari and the beginning of Nintendo, and you look at gaming back then, when it first began, and then look at a game like No Man's Sky, even the original box version without the day one update, the one that Mac 4-Day's playing, the version 1.0, looking at that and just knowing what is the game is capable of, to me, it was well worth it. I mean, I would have paid $60 for this game new, the way it came out the box, cause just, I was just so fascinated with the imagination that it took to create a game like that. Plus that, with how I come up with all the sci-fi stuff, this was really just catered to my interests. And let's see, Hidden Panda says, also Sean Murray in 2014 said not everything would be available at launch, that the game would evolve, and that have plans for multiplayer and other. You know, let's see, and other features after release. You know, Panda, and don't get me wrong, I'm with y'all guys on that he did come out, and he did say that not everything was going to be available. But then again, he went on a lot of interviews and a lot of shows and a lot of programs that he didn't mention it. You know what I'm saying? Like the E3 presentation, when he went on Stephen Colbert. You know, he showed this game off, and he showed off the game with features that we don't have now. You know, and don't get me wrong, I ain't busting him for it, because you know what? It could have been handled a lot better. He could have had a lot better PR advertising the game. It could have been something that, you know, that they would have come out and been more upfront about it. I'm not saying there was no wrongdoing in the release of the game, and I'm not going to defend him for it. But my look at it, and it's just my opinion, and everybody's got one. Not everybody agrees with me. My opinion of it is, okay, you bought the game. It wasn't what you signed up for. You lost money on a game. Well, you know what? That happens a lot. There's a lot of games you buy. And that's the reason a lot of times I don't buy a whole lot of new games. I buy them used at GameStop that somebody else has bought, didn't like, and brought back or traded in, or played too much and got tired of. But my thing is, after 2 years, if that $60 that you spent in 2016 mentally or socially or physically handicaps you, that you can't get over it after 2 years, that's a deep-seated personal issue, not Sean Murray's fault. You know, so I don't blame No Man's Sky, because I'm going to tell you, they've worked really, really hard over the past 2 years to put new content in this game and fix what it came out with, or fix and add to what it came out on. And they've done it for free. There's been several games that come out without the content that they promised on release, and people bought it, and then turn around and had to buy downloadable content and spend extra money, or spend twice as much as the game originally cost, just to get the game that they were promised. Sean Murray and Hello Games hasn't done that. They keep releasing these updates, improving the game, and with every update the game gets that much better, that much more interesting, and adds that much more content, and they ain't charged a dime for it. And I you know, that's why I'm sold out on No Man's Sky, and that's why I'm sold out on Hello Games. I mean, and like I said, I'm not going to defend them. I know a lot of other people, or a lot of other content providers will defend Hello Games from the initial start. And don't get me wrong, I don't know the whole story, and I didn't buy the game in 2016. But I'm gonna tell you right now, people wouldn't have got mad if he would have been more vocal that you wasn't going to get everything that was promised at E3. Or he'd have made it really, really clear, and it was more pronounced and more out there that it was going to be added to later on. You know, one interview saying that, you know, this game ain't going to have the content that it's being hyped, and that how's a better way to phrase this? If he'd have been more vocal about that, then man, don't get me wrong, the community's just as bad and just guilty for it, because, you know, just look at some of these streams, some of the streams that go on with the speculation chatter. I mean, you know, and I'm with you, Panda, with the speculation. Speculate all you want, as long as it don't become expectation. Okay, let me get back to the chat. I missed, y'all. Okay, let's see. Hidden Panda. Also show. Okay, I read that one. If you look at what Ray Rod said about the game, that the game files, I think it wasn't ready, and that they lost data in the flood. I think they knew they couldn't delay the launch again, so they put out what they could with the intention to finish later. And I agree with you. I believe Sean had a vision of what this game was going to be, the end finished product. I think they were working really, really hard to provide that content at the release with this game. But also, I gotta say, when he realized he couldn't deliver, he could have come out and said, hey, listen, we had some setbacks, we had some problems. Listen, this is what I'm going to put out. This is what this game's going to have when we release it. It's going to get better. We're going to add this content. We're going to add it for free. We're going to continue working on it. And I don't think nowhere near the people that got ticked off about that game would have got us ticked off about it. Let's see, Skylar, he must have been worried that many people wouldn't have bought it. Major issues with the game. I've always been vocal about it, and the people get mad at me. I know. Sean said Sean said no load screens. Well, warping is a load screen. He said skybox. He said no skybox, and we have a skybox. He said players could see each other, and you couldn't. And I've argued this case. Was it you, Panda? I was picking about it. Yeah, there's load screens when you warp, but you know what? It's pretty load screens. It's interesting load screens. I come from playing Gran Turismo 1 and 2. Dude, Gran Turismo 1, you'd set up a race and go get lunch and come back before the race would start. I mean, 45 seconds to a minute to load a 3.5, 4-minute race. So, I'm not spoilt on this instant gratification in these games to where, where you hit a button and it instantly goes to the next function. I don't mind the load screen because, like I said, I know it's loading content that I'm getting ready to like. I mean, as far as seeing other players, I mean, honestly, seriously, not to sound callous or mean or spiteful or however you want to characterize it, but answer me this. Does it really matter that when you come over to my base, you see me as a glowing orb? Or would you rather see some avatar I spent 2 minutes creating trying to get into the game and start playing? I mean, honestly, when I see people there, I'm more excited and more enthused that you're on my comm and talking to me in a chat while you're visiting my base than I am what that orb looks like. Oh my God, GTA Vice City. Yeah, brother. You used to load screens. Good gracious, I remember them days. You pop in Vice City and start your PlayStation up, and good gracious, you go do your taxes and come back, and that crap still be loading up to start. Even though we have multiplayer now, I still don't care much to play with others. I enjoy single player experience. Yeah, I mean, I like the cooperation that this game has. I mean, and Panda vouched for this. I moved both my accounts over to Consortium Hub what, about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and went on a farm seeding mission, putting up farms on different planets in a region, to where guys like Panda and guys like Tempest and players could come visit these bases that when I claim another base, I never get to see again, to go harvest and farm and create units to help them buy stuff to enhance their experience in the game, without having to put all the legwork in of hunting down all these crops and setting up all these farms. I enjoy doing that. It's not benefiting me other than the fact of knowing that I'm helping other people out. And that's what I like about the co-op portion of it. Let's see. I like knowing others are in the universe far away. I love the feeling of loneliness. Reminds me how big the game is. And I played Zombie Ate My Neighbors in Nintendo 64, and that was my favorite game. I'm gonna tell you what, man. I think Mario Kart was probably one of my favorite ones on the original NES or Super NES. Me and my cousin would play that crap like every night. But I played a lot of the Final Fantasies. Final Fantasy VII probably without No Man's Sky being in the competition, Final Fantasy VII is probably my favorite game ever. And it's not because of the game was awesome. It was a good game, but the reason I like Final Fantasy VII, because when it first released and came out, it was a state of the art. You did not see games that had that kind of graphics and that kind of system. You're only 13. Oh Lord, I'm sorry, Skylar. But it was an innovative game. No other games had delivered that kind of gaming experience for the PlayStation before. And I even got the download Final Fantasy VII on my PS4 now. Take my cord to the monolith, okay. Oh my goodness, guys, it's already getting about 11 o'clock. I'm going to finish this last monolith mission, and I think that's probably going to be it for the stream tonight. But my advice to anybody that comes across this stream, that's considering No Man's Sky for Xbox, I like this isn't your own good train. But get back to what I was saying. I advise anybody that's interested in buying this, that's never played it before, don't listen to the hype. If you're going to spend money on a game, I know it seems expensive, but I'm gonna tell you, my personal experience with No Man's Sky, it's well worth the money. I went to GameStop in January and bought this game used for $13 for the PS4. I asked the clerk, what they thought of the game, if they knew anything about it, and I got exactly what you get from most of the haters of this game. and most of the media that was talking about this game is that that they didn't deliver, that it had problems on release, that a lot of people got upset. It was probably one of the most infamous games that was ever released because of all the drama about the content. But at the end of the day, I decided to take a chance on it. I looked at the cover art. I thought it was pretty cool. I read the back of the case, in the brief description about the game, and I decided it was worth taking a chance on. And I have played this game consistently, every day for 5 months. And I'm so glad that I didn't listen to the critics. I'm so glad that I didn't fall into that hype, because this game has been so worth it. Every day since I got it. That's not a bad multi-tool for, 3 million. That's pretty crappy for 3 million. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Panda. I think it's so easy to jump onto the negativity and the hate bandwagon. I've worked in retail. I worked in retail before I got into service industry, and I've always had the saying, you can make 10 people happy and maybe one of them will brag on you, but you make one person unhappy and they'll tell 10 people how bad you are. And I believe that's the case with No Man's Sky. I believe the majority of the people that actually play this game, that have stuck with, or actually played it in recent days since the newer updates, I believe the majority of the people that played this game and invested enough of their time in the game to actually give it a good shake, love the game and play it. I think the ones that come with all the drama and all the hate and all the trolling of the chats and stuff like that are people that have never given this game a fair shake, that have never played it long enough to make their own judgments. They're actually just being parrots for the negativity. Nice circuit board. Find him a convergent cube that might be unified with the rest of the Korvax and escape. Alright, I'm going to accept this mission and go save it. Alright guys, well man, it's been a good stream, a good chat. Man, I wasn't planning on going but an hour and a half. We're working on about 2 hours 15 minutes. What in the heck is my cat doing? I'm getting ready to kill me a cat, guys. Just getting ready to pull my curtains down, climbing up in my window, looking out the doggone window. See you, Skylar. I appreciate you stopping by the stream, buddy. Have a good night. Get out of there. Alright, Panda, buddy, I appreciate you stopping by the stream and holding down the chat for me, buddy. Lord, yeah, man. I'm going to try, I'm going to probably try to stream. I don't know if I get back halfway decent this week in the afternoons. I'm going to try to stream probably around 8:30 or 9 for an hour or two every night, at least until the servers get straightened out. If as long as the servers are acting screwy the way they're doing right now, I really ain't got no purpose in my main save, and I can't really do a whole lot in my second save right now since I started that trade route, because I don't want to load up any. I don't want to interrupt the progression of the trade route systems in my discoveries page, so I don't really want to go. I can't really shop for starships or anything right now because of that, and so more or less all I got left to do is play on this new save, which I do want to try to get these base missions done so I can go glyph hunting by the weekend, where I can spend a little bit of time on it Saturday glyph hunting. Hopefully, if I got my Wi-Fi set up by Friday or whatnot, I can stream quite a bit on Saturday. So, yeah, I believe that's going to be it for the stream, guys. Man, I appreciate everybody stopping by. I appreciate the likes. Appreciate the comments. I see 97 comments in the chat on a 2-hour stream. That's pretty good turnout for this little redneck streamer like me. But guys, y'all have a good night. Appreciate it. I'll try to catch y'all streams next time you stream Hidden, or Panda. If you're gonna stream any tomorrow, man, just shoot me a PM, let me know, and I'll jump in on the chat for you, buddy. We'll talk to y'all guys next stream.